Test. Good. Good LeBron. Good Curtis. Roddy, what's up, brother? Good Leo. It's good, Garrett. How are you, man? Good Thomas to go. I'm just a regular guy, bro. I'm just a regular guy following my system every day and trying to improve. Good Peter. Guys, what's up? Third year, what's up, brother? You're not a regular guy, my guy. That's crazy stuff, bro. That's crazy stuff. Let's go smiley face. I don't know. Cool. Let's go CDB. How you doing? Good morning. I think good. I think everything's good. Excited about my stock system. Doing great. Added 3 standard alphas to the mix, rocking 8 Mondays now, including Top Step. Nice, bro. You shorting? Yeah, I mean, how'd you go about passing them? Did you try to pass? And I feel like I suck at evals. I don't know. Is it just me, or is like trading a funded low key easier? Yeah, Garrett's W, bro. Reza said same thing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What's good, Johnny? Everything's good, bro. Today's game day. Thursday, we got red folder. It's my day off. I did a whole bunch of work yesterday with the stock model. I'm gonna put you guys on one day. Don't worry. I'll put you guys on one day. 2 content entry. Wait. That's smart. That's smart. Yo, that is fucking smart, bro. 2 cons on entry, and once it goes in my favor, I'll immediately add 3 more, so it caps at 5, and it's really easy to snatch 15 points. What about your original stop? Say it goes against you. He's saying like he's just giving a good way to pass or to get 1500 on the eval in like one go. Good. We'll cover bias at 925, guys. Every single day. Bias and my personal game plan. It doesn't have to be your game plan. My game plan. 925. A plus setup and then original stops you. But are you like what kind of dollar value stop? Or you just put your stop where it's supposed to be and then 2 minis. Okay, you'd be running like 10 points? 7.5 points. Yeah. Alright, valid, bro. Valid. We'll cover bias, guys. Don't worry. Bias at 925. Longs now. If your model forms longs and you're bullish, sure. I'm East Coast. I live in Toronto. Good morning, Ash. Are you waiting for PMI? If I get an A plus classic model, I'll take it. but it's probably not going to happen, so we'll be waiting for PMI, most likely. How quick you think I can get 45K payout? That's max with 3? Yes, 45K payout. How fast? Depends on how much you risk. When can I get payout? With standards? Every 2 weeks. You have a date that you request. Are you against trading before 9:40? I'm not against trading before 95. 9:45, no. It's just most times we're not going to form a clean setup before then, you know? Random question. Are you ever interested in trading the London session? If not, why? I would trade in London session, and I would try to capture the entire daily range using the daily power of 3. But London session's in the middle of the night for me. Did you get trade reversal yesterday? No trades yesterday from you guys. I could have traded PM. There were a couple setups, but I just wanted to take the day off to be honest. I'm still bearish. With only retracement not mean that we are bullish? I mean, I'm still bearish. You mean you're still bullish? If you get a good setup before 95 with the trades and played out different. Couple scenarios. I'm going to manage it the exact same way I would. If it gives me an opportunity to break even, then I'll do it. Or just close. Depends. If I think 945 will just speed up towards my draw, I'll hold it. If I'm not sure, I break even or close. Pretty simple protocol. I'm not in a trade right now, no. I'm still bearish, but do you think we'll take out those equal highs? Going into market open, I don't think those equal highs will get taken. Also started funding the live through 10K in the trade beat and trading the trade. Happy with the trade rate so far. Live account goes hard. That's fire, bro. That's fire. That is who I use, but I might switch back to interactive brokers because I have to test something first. So I'll let you know. What is your plan today? We'll cover the plan at 9:25. What times are Asia and London? What do I want for you to help out? You do whatever you want, bro. I have no tasks for you, my brother. I have 0 tasks for you. Yeah, we can chat in DMs. TradeAway is great though. What's the time? Is this MNQ? Yes. Long that shit? I probably won't be, but it's possible. Probably liquidity sweep high and reversal. Possible. You can trade before news or after? Potentially both. It depends what time my model forms. Are you gonna trade before? Yeah, depends. I don't mind trading before news, but most times you're not gonna get a good setup before news. So, like, but yeah, that's really what I was gonna say. I think you can drag it with interactive. At the very least, maybe you can't drag. No, I think you can, bro. It lets me do it when I trade stocks. So, what's the main difference between Alpha Zero and Alpha Standard? Because I see no cons for the Alpha Zero. Okay, this is the main difference. Alpha Zero is cheaper, but your payouts, you could request less. So cheaper account, but you make less on the payouts. The only actual difference is you can request a payout every 5 winning days, 40% consistency, as opposed to every 2 weeks, 40% consistency. That's pretty much it. If you're like getting your first couple payouts, or you just want a really good return on your investment, just get the zero account. If you want to go and slowly build up an account, get the standard. NQ should respecting that daily gap on top. If it gets there, I would assume so, but I don't think it'll get there today. We'll cover bias in 2 minutes. What language do you speak? English, Arabic, and French. Yep, I have my fundeds open today. We're going to be executing this Apex funded on this screen, and hopefully this works smoothly. I don't know if anyone's ever done this, but I hope this is smooth. Execute this Apex funded on this screen, and on my other screen, copy trade the 4. Copy trade the 4 on trade of 8, and then my alpha ticks kind of gets a little bit sloppy, but we'll see. How much time does it take to do KYC? It can take up to 24 hours. Ideally, you do it before you pass, just so you don't have to wait, you know? I blew out my extra page because of a limit order I forgot to cancel. Tell me it's gonna be okay. I think you already know it's gonna be okay, bro. Don't you? I'm not to crying, feel like I was dying every night. Guys, today I'm gonna try to force a 3R trade on my alpha fundeds. Did you plan to fund next? I don't know actually. Did they reply? I think we're going to. I think we will. I literally told them straight up. They asked me to make TikToks. They asked me to make TikToks for them, and I was like, the best I can do, because I've never used them, and I don't want to make fake shit. The best I can do is get an account with you guys, and then just make like a series using the account, you know? And I think that's good for everyone, because then if anyone wants to use them, they know exactly like stuff. Maybe I'll make it like an Asia only account or something. Yeah, that'd be fun, right? Asia only? Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Asia only account. Show your indicators right here, bro. It's just a watermark, and then it marks out Asia and London. That's it. Nothing, no significant indicators. Why are you Yo, get this guy out of here, bro. Get this guy out of here. Settings of time? Sure, I'll show you quickly. Anyway, let's lock in. Are you lagging or is it just me? I think it's just you because it's not telling me I'm lagging, but I don't know. Maybe. When will you start the Asia account and where can I watch it? It'll probably be just be like a TikTok / YouTube series, like YouTube shorts. All right, listen up. Let's cover the game plan so we can lock in on time. No, we're doing the game plan right now. Okay, listen closely. Going into market open. Listen closely. I don't want to repeat myself. Well, I won't repeat myself. Going into market open. So going into 9:30. Based on everything here on the daily chart order flows bearish. Obviously, nothing bullish about this right now. Intraday, also bearish. Daily wick CE, first draw, high probability. Previous day's low is also high probability. So simply put, going into market open, I'm looking for shorts that are high probability shorts going into open. Now, if order flow starts to be very evidently, aggressively bullish on the open, meaning we just get, I don't know, something like obviously bullish, the immediate draw at that point would be these equal highs, maybe even the daily SIBI low. Okay? But that's only if order flow prints bullish. The best thing that can happen, it's not going to be clean. The best thing that can happen, honestly, 9:30 opens, takes out the pre-market high, and then reverses. Maybe this 15-minute SIBI, kind of a little bit overextended, but that's the game plan. It's a probability thing. We're more likely to move down than up, especially because order flow is bearish right now. So simple game plan. It's up to you. Do you want to execute on trading? You can't, if you're going to buy a bunch and you want to copy trade them, just do alpha ticks, right? So that's the game plan. I don't mind trading before PMI, but I almost never get a model before PMI. So we're just going to have to most likely wait. And that's pretty simple stuff. Besides that, is there anything I want to cover? No. Jackson Hole Symposium, so we'll keep it tight, keep the executions tight. And yeah, I mean, if we get bullish order flow, we'll probably see the equal highs. It's just a matter of like simplicity. Are we more likely to take these equal highs, the liquidity pool formed intraday, or are we more likely to take out previous day's low? Which, in my opinion, this is a stronger draw, but these equal highs are clean as hell. It's been one-sided the entire day. So if we get bullish order flow, that's really obvious. At any point in time, say from here to here, we could take a protraction model long, something like that. Pretty simple. Daily chart. I don't know what's going to happen right after 9:30. Probability says, I'll tell you. This is a daily chart. Nah, PMI won't be too. I mean, it depends. Honestly, recently it's been pretty 50. Usually PMI is not too bad, but sometimes it really is a pretty significant candle. So I would be cautious trading it. Right now, what I think 9:30 is going to do, take out this high at least. All right, let's focus up, boys. Everyone lock in. Let's keep the executions clean. No hesitation. Good conviction. Composure. Keeping it composed. Okay. So execute TradeAvate account 1 here. And then second screen, execute 4 TradeAvate accounts plus alpha accounts. Okay. I'll copy trade these two. 7, 9, and 1. 7, 9. Okay. That's all set up. Nice. Tuna. Alright, 9:30 open. Same drill as always. Opening range gap. You see it. Opening price here. Opening range gap low, I mean. Opening range gap high. It's, how big is this gap? 52. I mean, we can just eyeball the 50% level, right? It's pretty obvious. It's like almost there. All right, let's see what happens. So far, pretty aggressive move lower. Would I take a classic model long? If we fully immediately rebalance that hourly, it'd be so lame if it just dumps. Well, okay. So I got this set up here. So if I'm not mistaken, TradeAvate copy trading means I have to multiply whatever amount of micros I want by 4. If I want 3 micros, I have to do 12. If I want 4 micros, I have to do 16. This will copy trade account 6, 7, 8, and 9. And I'm currently trading account 5. Okay, hopefully this all is smooth. I'll probably call it 4 micros on Apex. Alpha will do way more. All right, 9:30 opens. Trade slightly higher into opening range gap. Move lower. This could stay a breakaway, although I favor it going in. We left these equal highs here. So I would prefer the market trade into those buy stops because it would be higher probability of finding a short. Let's make this something else. I want to stare at Palantir stock price. Quickly, let's compare the mini. Make sure nothing crazy. Yeah, we took up the high. Okay. So we're opening up. I mean, I want to see these highs get taken right now. 15-minute Cibi. Can still hold. I wouldn't use that as first presentation. You could. I'm not. We'll just wait and see. Obviously, trading into this imbalance. Formed right off market open. There you go. Trading into the buy stops. Trading into opening range gap low. Opening range gap high. Did we leave equal lows? Is that previous PM session low? Yeah, it is. It's a pretty key level. We'll keep it annotated on the chart. Previous PM session low. Daily wick CE. And there we take out the pre-market buy stops. So we'll annotate that minor buy side liquidity. We're about to form, hopefully, a clean first presentation, but we may not. And we'll see. You know what? If we get a fair value gap here and then inverse it, yeah, I'd probably short that, to be honest. Cover the daily wick CE and previous PM session low. If we don't, it'll be hard to. If we don't form anything, I mean. I don't think we will, to be honest. Yeah. Can't do much. You could short this if you're bearish. There's a 30-second inversion in there. Down. In my opinion, this goes to previous PM low, daily wick CE. Or say it's really choppy till 9:45. So I think we just wait. Let's play the safer option. Wait till 9:45. News, red folder. Actually, we'd wait till 9:47. If I take a trade, you'll see it on the screen. So it's probably going to be sloppy until 9:45. It's a good thing we didn't short that because would not be feeling good right now if I shorted that. Not one bit. Just wait. That candle came in strong. Small bearish for value gap. I see what ES has done, but there's too good of a likelihood that the market just stays sideways right now. So it's not worth pushing the button at all. Just wait. It's already too back and forth. Down, wick, down, up, wick, up. Just wait. Just wait. There's no rush. We got a whole session. Keep it nice and patient. So we're almost at open range gap 25%, I would say. This level may be a bit off, but I suppose we can annotate it. Nothing better to do right now. There's 25%. %50%. SMT's there for now. I don't really know if that holds or not. I wouldn't assume so, but there is. In fact, we don't really need 25. I'll just mark out 50. So I see the SMT there. I mean, this could provide a setup. It's possible. It would be before news, which means we'd have to hold through news, which means we got to make sure we don't get stopped out before news. At least on alpha. It would be a setup like this if we get the CISD. Pretty good setup. S&T, 50% org, minor buy side, bearish bias on the day, closing below opening range gap low. CISD on the 1 minute. Yeah, we'll see if we get it. Although I prefer would not trade right before PMI. If the candle forms the model right, I really would rather just wait. I'm going to be honest. Last time we got punished for trading right before PMI. I don't really want to make the same mistake. I do think it's possible we get the CISD here and news just sends us lower. But I'll just have to take that chance. Because I don't want to enter before news and then it starts getting choppy. And we have to deal with that. Obviously, it could also be bullish. So, although I don't think so. It could definitely be wrong. You always have to assume that you can be wrong. A lot of people don't. Yeah, I'm afraid this will, I mean, in my opinion, if this closes bearish, it's going to take out the daily wick and previous PM low. It's not really something I can take right 4 minutes before news. I mean, 4 minutes is not bad. But then we might have to deal with the alpha rule. I don't want to deal with that. Financial juice, yeah, red folder, red folder. US existing home sales is a red folder. Really? Really financial juice. I mean, yeah, even if we took this, the fill isn't even the best anyways. I guess you could put your stop here. It's still not even 2R. Yeah, we just wait. So on alpha, the 10 a.m. news today is also a red folder on alpha. So just be cautious. I wouldn't mind holding through that though. I don't think it should do anything significant. We'll just wait. Wait for 9:45. That's the game plan. Simple. Keep it simple. Sure, it could go lower here. I'd probably use this as first presentation. Formed on both assets. But yeah, just keep it simple. Wait for 9:45. I mean, in 50 seconds, we literally have to. So You can trade through red folders, but you cannot execute 2 minutes before or close a trade 2 minutes after. You can't enter or exit 2 minutes before or after. So you can enter, for example, you can enter right now. Yeah, it doesn't apply for evals. You could enter right now. Just make sure you don't close it before 9:47. You'd have to close it after. How do you know it's bearish news? I don't know it's bearish news. A lot of people are bullish to the equal highs. It's possible. I don't believe Apex has this rule. The only rule Apex has for news is make sure you only trade one direction. Like, don't try to snipe both. Like going long and short. Nope, Apex doesn't have that rule. If you're stopped out, it doesn't matter. If you're stopped out by a limit, that rules for alpha, yeah. So for example, if you're trading alpha, funded accounts, if you're on an advanced account, they don't have that rule. It's only for standard and zero. But don't enter a trade right now. You can't enter until 9:47. What model are you trading? I'm trading my own model. Can you exit by just bringing SL or TP to the price? No. No entries or exits 2 minutes before or after. And we're going to have to do the same thing at 10 a.m. Although, if I find a setup between 10 a.m., we'll just strip the stop loss and then hold it through news. No, I don't think it's allowed on zero. But I may be wrong, but I don't think so. What's your model? Brother, I'm not going to sit here and explain to you my entire model right now because I'm trading. Enter a trade, then Apex is down. But I basically try to capture the 930 range expansion. What copy trader do you use for TradeEvade? I just execute on TradeEvade itself. TradeEvade has a built-in copy trader. On Forex Factory, it's orange folder? Yes. But on Financial Juice, it's red. Yep, there's your PMI. I mean, I had a feeling, bro. I did have a feeling, but it is what it is. It's a gamble. One more minute. Gotta stay composed, stay focused. I want to really like, I know this sounds stupid, but I really want to mimic executing a live account just for repetition now, you know? Because I'm gonna be honest, profits are starting to get on my nerves, bro. Like, I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like, winning days, consistency. I gotta watch the time, set up the copy trader. Like, I gotta pass evals. Like, it's starting to get on my nerves. Not like really. Like, I'm not frustrated or anything. Like, can't complain. We're getting paid. Good return on investment. But like, just imagine like you could trade with like 100K live account and like just no stress. Like, if you like, you know, like, it's not like you're putting your 100K life savings into it and praying. Okay, it's 9:47, so it's been 2 minutes after the 9:45 candle. Wait. No, it's only been 1 minute. We gotta wait one more candle. Anyways, my model wouldn't form in one candle. Pretty simple. If we get something like this, we short. Unfortunately, we did hit our first objectives, but previous day's lows in the scopes. So, one candle retracement. The model forms 950 macro. But listen closely to what we're going to have to do. Because there's 10 a.m. news on alpha, we just got to make sure we don't get stopped out at before 9:58 or 10:02. There's a 4-minute window where we can't get stopped out or hit TP. I mean, that's the easy part. If it's going down, you're fine. Hopefully, this doesn't show like range bound conditions, and it's just a little casual retracement. You know, like hopefully this is just a casual retracement, and it doesn't like inverse this fair value gap, because that would just be sloppy, like sloppiness, lameness. I'd short this inversion if it formed. Like, just if it can just respect this imbalance, inverse this fair value gap, we execute shorts. 44 points. Holy shit. 44.80. 3 micros, which means on here I'd have to do 12 micros. Okay. All right, so simple setup now. If we inverse this, we short 3 micros. Target previous day's low. We could even short 2 micros because the risk reward is literally so good. And then just add some. Say if we get the full order block, add. But I don't really care. Shoot 3 micros. I'm gonna spot the 30-second time frame here. See if we get that inversion. So far, no. 15-second. We got one 15-second inversion, but not a serious one yet. Not looking bearish at all right now. I'll tell you that much. Looking pretty range bound. Didn't Jackson Hole Symposium start, man? Are these guys... When's it gonna start? It's looking like it's gonna be a sloppy session. But there's still time. We still have a whole 10 a.m. candle that's gonna have a news. So it's not tier 2. Forex Factory is tier 2, but it's not actually tier 2. It's tier 3. If you go to the Alpha Futures whatever thing, this whatever Discord, and you go to notice board, it'll tell you if it's here, then that's red folder and you're not allowed to trade through it for two minutes. Look, standard and zero applies for 2 minutes before and after high impact news. 4-minute period, no orders must be executed. Stop loss and take profits and market orders count. What do I need to see for a short? Man, nothing clean, to be honest. Check out the body high. I would probably still short this inversion. If you have an order, you break the rule, you get a warning, and if you make money, it'll affect your payout for that week. So just don't do it. They're not gonna take the account away from you or anything. Just make sure you don't keep doing it. Pretty simple. Just don't gamble news, guys. Straight up. Just don't gamble news. Man, the stop on this trade would be I have to drop the micros to 2. It's just so volatile. You know what? We'll do 3. Took out the body high there. Put in a body high SMT. I don't even care about first presentation. I'm gonna just annotate that. It's looking pretty range bound right now. So to be honest, we might just want to even wait till 10. It's not looking like anything. Hmm. 30-second inversion. I should probably just wait. Keep it safe. I mean, previous day's low's a long way, so. Wait, what the hell is this? Close here, open there? No, that's not right. There's a candle missing. Oh, please inverse like right at the bottom there. That would be so nice. Just if it inverses like right at the bottom, so I get like the best fill possible. That would be great. I don't think it'll happen. So let's no 1, 2, 3 attempts to inverse failed. Fourth attempt. I'd expect this candle to flip. Stay patient. Five minutes until news again. Honestly, I genuinely think we just let the opening range do its thing. Just let the first 30 minutes do its thing. Like, look, this is sloppy. I'm happy we didn't execute a trade yet. Boom, boom, boom. Get an inverse. 30-second inversions there. If you want to be aggressive, you can take that. Hold below 50%. If we execute at 9:57, that's still 2 minutes before news. Just gotta make sure we don't get stopped out on alpha before then. Oh, the fill's gonna be shit. Yeah. Oh shoot, my fill is awful. Okay, shortened the inversion. Took out the body high. Came down. Inversion for a value gap. We will have to hold this. Wait. Yeah, 9:57. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't execute on alpha just because the fill wasn't there. But I think we can get it here now. Okay. Solid. Okay, let's try out this inversion. Can we get to previous day's low? It's a long way, but we'll manage. Just got to make sure we don't get stopped out 2 minutes before news. Hopefully that doesn't, destroy us. I went in with a little bit smaller position on alpha in case, it starts going really higher and we have to execute the trade closely before news. It's kind of like nerve-wracking. We have to survive till 10:04. What if news just goes crazy bullish? I don't know, whatever. It's not a big deal. But that'd be like kind of funny. So executing this inversion. There's a 30-second, pretty clean 30-second protraction in there. This is the sweep we're talking about here. Really, it should be flushing if it's bearish. Obviously, we're on Apex here, so if it wants to come wick us out at 23248, it's fine. On news, Apex doesn't have that rule. Not really seeing the flush that I was looking for. Kind of makes me feel we're likely to stay range bound. But I'm willing to hold and find out, The narrative's there. Bearish order flow. Previous day's low. This high, unlikely to get taken if we're bearish. So we hold. We hold. No reason to not hold. 10 a.m. news in 4 seconds. Hopefully nothing crazy happens. That would suck. Okay, doesn't look crazy. Didn't expect anything crazy. Existing home sales. So we should be fine. If we can survive 2 minutes, we can put the stop here. No problemo. Well, S&T at the lows. Strong ass candle. We may get the boot here. But we could just be a retracement as well. 1 more minute before we can place a stop loss that we want. So we'll just might have to manually close this at 10:02. We'll see. Okay, we're good. Looks like we will take a loss here though. But maybe not. I mean, we didn't reinverse. Let's give it a chance. Looks like ES will take out the high. We'll have to look for another short once we what's it called? Once we take out the high, look for a reversal model. Alright, we get stopped there. So that didn't play out. Well, we moved a little. We got a lower low. We're probably gonna take out this high now. Would this be the reversal? It's possible. This could be the reversal long, to be honest. I'm not gonna change my bias yet. but it could reverse higher. This is where I think price is going to go now. We don't need the org marker anymore. There's currently an SMT like this. I want to see, does NQ take out this high, or does this SMT hold? Double SMTs. Representation. Tricky. Just wait and see. I'd probably re-enter if we got another inversion here. I'm being honest. So we'll just see. If we take out the high, we have to wait for a reversal model. If we don't take out the high, then we can take a protraction, which means we can take the inversion. So we'll just wait. It's looking pretty sloppy right now, if I'm being honest. Pretty range bound. But I'm still willing to trust my previous day low narrative. So we'll just see. Currently messaging funded next. Yeah, we'll probably take out this high. The fact that it already hasn't put in a swing high. Pretty seek and destroy-ish day so far. I mean, sell side, buy side, minor buy side, sell side, minor buy side. We'll probably take out the full high here, opening range. But we'll see. Currently, SMT is still there. Strong candle here, 10 a.m. Boom. Wait a minute. What time did we close that trade? Yeah, we closed at 10:02:29, so it's fine. 50% or again. I want to see this high get taken. So we have to wait for another full reversal model. We have to wait for this setup at the high now. Are we still respecting that 15? Yeah, hard to say. I mean, there's a 30-minute right there. Sloppy, but we make do. The S&T stands here, which means we can short an inversion if we want. think this inversion, probably the 2 minute right here. 2, 3, 7. It's the same as the 1 minute, so we shall see. The SMT holds for now. Hmm. Okay, looks like we'll probably take the high. That's fine. And we could be wrong. I mean, we definitely could keep running higher. And that's okay if it does. Just waiting, see if it takes a high or not. It probably will, the fact that it hasn't already pivoted lower. In fact, it could form a protraction model long. This is kind of the bullish order flow I was talking about, but it simply could just be the opening range doing its thing. We take the opening range high, then finally reverse lower. So I'm not going to switch my bias yet. Not going to switch my bias yet. We're going to stay patient. I like that this formed like this, because now if we take the high, we get a clean CISD. Off of the buy stops, opening range gap high. Not opening range gap high, sorry, opening range high. Up here, blue line, that's Asia and London high. Yeah, we could get there, it's possible. But I'd rather sit and wait here, see if we break down or not. Like edging this high like crazy. Okay, the risk wasn't that bad, nice. I think 3 contracts is pretty solid. So that worked out. All the accounts were copy traded pretty much perfectly. Did they all get nice? Okay, nice. The copy trader worked. Very sweet. And this also worked. Just waiting. See if we take the high or not. I mean, if we're really gonna edge it like that, kind of makes me skeptical. So let's stay patient for now. Set triple equal highs or somewhat like that. This wouldn't be a CISD. If we close below here, I mean, sure, we took out highs here, but we didn't take out really the key levels, so. I'm hoping this just goes higher, takes the high, doesn't make me second guess. If we leave the equal highs and we get a protraction long, I'd probably take that. I mean, at this point, we got the full 15-minute CISD, so you know what? That actually might be a bias switch for me. That is the kind of order flow I was talking about when we were talking about switching bias. 15-minute CISD is pretty significant. It hasn't formed yet, obviously, but it's probably going to. I mean, it's definitely going to form on ES. I wouldn't suspect just absolutely wicks. So we may just look for protraction longs. This may be a bias switch. We'll give it 2 minutes unless it starts to aggressively dump. We may have to, yeah. I mean, we look for probably protraction model shorts unless we start to aggressively dump now. I'm not going to ignore the 15-minute CISD because that's what I use intraday to determine order flow. In my opinion, this low is safe. And we'll see if we can get a protraction. Might be too late, but it's okay. I mean, we haven't formed any other protraction, so it's not like we missed anything. Obviously, there's the reversal here, but even if I took the reversal here, I wouldn't be allowed to execute until 10 to 1, 1 to 2. I'd have to execute right here, 10:02. 140 points. It's a good trade, not gonna lie. But I wouldn't take that personally. So we'll see if we can get a protraction model. So basically, changing my bias because order flow was bearish and we've shifted intraday. So a part of the game plan in the morning, I said we're gonna look for shorts going into open unless we get aggressively bullish. The draw becomes pretty obvious here and potentially daily CIBI. So we have that shift now. So with that shift, I'm going to shift my bias to bullish. We did take out 2 of the levels lower. We didn't get previous day's low, but we did get previous PM and daily wick CE. So it wasn't completely wrong to expect the move lower. Previous day's low probably won't get hit in this session, in my opinion, but it can just get hit another time. But now we have to wait for something like this. Then we can go long. You can very visually see that 15-minute CISD. The cleanest fair value gap is this 5-minute right here. I would love if we came into that, respected it. There might be a nice 10-minute. Nah, no 10-minute. Okay, so officially 15-minute closed above. I mean, obviously it could still move lower, but it's higher probability says it's gonna go higher. So we just align with that. We align with the probability. And if it starts printing really, really bearish, well, we'll shift our bias again. For now, we're bullish. This is that 5-minute. If we can get something like this, we take that long, cover the side midnight in Asia. In best case scenario, run into daily CIBI low. Look at that respect of the daily wick CE. So clean. Looks right through. Technically, if this forms an OB, you could take it, but I would never take a protraction all the way from here. But ES formed it, so it's possible. Just gotta wait for a retracement. Not much more we can do. Stay here, wait for retracement. I had the daily book CE draw. Think of it as like a fair value gap, pretty much. That's basically we trade into a higher time frame fair value gap. If you go to the hourly, nope, not clear. 15-minute, yeah, there it is. Right, that's all it is. Just an overlap like this. On the higher time frame, it shows a wick, but on the lower time frame, it shows something else. We just have to wait for a retracement. Doo-doo-doo. Yo, funded Nexus from UAE? W, bro. That's fire. I think we'll try the affiliation with Funded Next. They said we can do a giveaway, so we'll try them out. Does anyone here use Funded Next futures? They reached out to me, and I told them I would try. Legacy or Rapid? I don't know. I don't know anything about them. At what balance would you take a payout 50K account? As soon as I'm eligible, bro. I'm taking that shit. You're using them? Which account are you using? I know the rules are like decent. I don't know exactly what it is. You have 2 times 25K rapids. Cool. I mean, these guys look way more. They look really professional. Just waiting, see if it retraces. They got like proper shit here, man. Well, looks like we may just go up. No models yet. We just kind of have to wait and see. Asia and London highs are right there. So just a retracement on the daily chart, intraday reversal, which is fine. I mean, that trade is fine because this trade has to lose in order for me to find out. Like, if this trade fails, it means we're going here. And if this trade plays out, it means we're going there, you know? We were just at that pivotal point. We were at that pivotal point. We still could get a protraction, so let's stay patient. You never know. I mean, we could even go to the daily civvies, possible. We could also potentially reverse after taking the highs. That would be kind of crazy. Two intraday reversals. There's an SMT here right now, so maybe we can retrace. That would be nice. The cleanest fair value gap. I mean, we'll just take the first one that forms. To be honest, if the draw is going to be that strong. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, down close candle, nice. Maybe we can get something before midnight even. That'd be great. That would be great. Just gotta wait. Anyone cast a long? Did anyone cast that long? Paper. Cut the long after the SMT. Nothing said longs. I mean, there was always a chance. Nothing really said longs until 10:02, in my opinion, or I guess you can argue 10 a.m. But happens. Do you enjoy watching this PA? I don't, never really enjoy watching PA. I enjoy improving. So if watching this PA means improving, then we take that. Then we take that. I guess we'll try out Funded next. I mean, what do you guys think about doing a series where we only trade Asia? Is that a good series? Like, would people watch that? Like, unfunded next? Because I'm not going to have too many accounts. No protraction there. Actually, there is a protraction here. I don't think I would take it, though. You could long this if you really don't want to miss it. It's already gone by the time I said it. It's not enough risk to reward. 2 farm premium. That would be tough. That would be slow. I wouldn't live stream it. I would just post like TikToks and stuff. What time window? Be 7 to 9. Or PM session only. So what are their rules? No activation fee, no minimum trading days, one-time fee, 40% consistency, no daily loss, maximum loss 2,000, pretty standard. They have a 25K account, which is pretty cool. Trade of 8. You know what? I guess I could trade it on live stream because then what's it called? We can just group all 5 Apex accounts together. If you do the legacy, why would anyone do the legacy? I don't see it. Oh, there's a performance reward. I mean, the rapid challenge seems better, I'm gonna be honest. But I don't know the payout rules, so probably. Earn your performance in just 24 hours? What, you can make money in 24 hours? Damn. Okay, midnight open. It's fine. Can we get a protraction? 10 a.m. fair value gap's right there. I mean, 10 minutes fair value gap. What makes me bullish? The order flow. You gotta strip trading. Each tick you lose, you gotta take off one piece. What? All right. Let us see. Do we get a protraction model here? That would be nice. 10:30 opens, trades lower, takes out the low. Give me an inversion here, and I will go long happily. No complaints. A seller TP. I would love this long. All of risk to reward. Even if we got to fill there, still take it. What's the risk looking like? 25 to, yeah, we can probably make this 4 micros. Make this 16 for the group. All right. Simple stuff. Did we ever trade into the 10-minute? We did. Now we just have to wait and see. One of my old high school friends messaged me yesterday. He was like, bro, you got to put me on trading. Then we talked a little bit, and I was like, yeah, I mean, it takes a lot, you know? And then he's like, what if I just give you money, and then you make it something, and then like you give me back, and you can keep a little profit for yourself? I'm like, what? No, bro, I ain't gonna do that. I would just do that with my own money. There isn't a good amount of, unless he was giving me like fucking 50K, 10K, 20K that I can trade with on like a, what's it called? Like a, like we're trying to make, I don't even know. Like you can tell that he didn't accept that there's a chance that money can be gone, right? Like it's not like every time I just make money. Obviously, this could be a us shifting bearish. I'd be pretty surprised. Weird price action, tough price action. I'm still bullish though. Hmm. Okay, ES traded into a 15-minute bullish. I like seeing that. So if we could just, one candle, boom, CISD here, execute, target Asia high, make 2.5 R, and go to the swimming pool, that would be great. I'm only going to give myself one more trade this morning, so win or lose the next one. Unless it wicks us break even and I have a re-entry, then I'll do that. But besides that, we come back to 50% org, wicket on the upside this time. Good confluence. Let's move higher. Did we fill up opening range yet? Oh yeah, we're way above. All right, man. Everything's aligning. Just need to see it go higher now. There's even an SMT here. I'd view this as an order block if we closed above. Although it's kind of an aggressive entry, but it would be. Like these candles are not even moving. I mean, could be delayed to 1050 macro, although I love this 1030 PO3 idea. 1030 opens, trades lower. We're obviously bullish. Probably a continuation 1030 to 1130 candle. Just asking for one piece of the pie, man. Or at least an opportunity. Looks like we'll make a lower low. We just put in another SMT here. I've seen this happen a couple times. We'll see if it holds or not. Okay, no. Fine. We do have a small 15-minute gap on NQ there, so it could take out that low, but for now it's still SMT. Let's mark out the entire range here. That's your extension. That's discount. This SMT will probably break. which means we'll probably get the 15-minute fair value gap, which means I can execute this order block if it forms. This is the 15-minute fair value gap. There it is. You run a fib on the bodies. We really shouldn't be going any lower than this if we were gonna be bullish. Don't tell me we did that all for just pre-market highs. I'm not convinced. Not convinced. Look at the hourly here. And whoops. Classic stuff. Hourly opens, trade lower, above. Next hourly should be bullish. We're back all the way at 9:30 open. Damn. We shouldn't be going much lower than 9:30 open, I'm gonna be honest. Because that's a really red flag. Going below 9:30 open, that's a red flag. I would still execute this inversion. Although it's more risky than it would be up here. I'd still take it if it forms. Because this is a pretty pivotal spot. We really shouldn't be going that much lower if we're bullish. ES is almost at the bottom of that 15-minute gap. We traded to the 15-minute OB. If we're bullish, it should be respected. That's 9:30 open right there. That's opening range gap low as well. So we really shouldn't be. In fact, I might even say we might not even be. I'm still going to look for the long, but we might not even be bullish anymore. We really shouldn't be going this far down. But we'll give it a chance because it is Jackson Hole Symposium and such. Sloppiness can be permitted. Damn. Looks like it might just stay bearish. We'll see, I guess. There's probably a clean 2-minute. Yeah, I like that 2-minute. Also a pretty clean 3-minute. Okay. Maybe forming a bottom at the bottom of that 15-minute fair value gap on ES. We did enter discount somewhat. Right there. Not looking bullish though. Maybe we just don't take those highs. When we got back above New York opening price, that's a good sign because that means we'd potentially be wicking the 15-minute OB. $10.50 macros coming in. I like that we retraced before the macro, means we're likely to expand during if our bias is correct. Things are starting to align besides the lower time frame confirmation. Let's take a sneak peek at the stock portfolio. Although I probably shouldn't. Let's just see. Nice. Okay, not bad numbers. I like the 3-minute. It's the cleanest. Probably not going to form. The 4-minute's pretty clean as well. Let's just see. Is it going to get above there in time? I'll just take it off the 1-minute if anything. Of course it doesn't inverse, bro. It inversed on yes. 2-minute. I gotta give it a chance at least. I mean, even if we took it like here, it's still pretty good risk reward. 35 points for like 75. Not a big deal. And that's what I was cautious about. But I'm still bullish, so we'll see. 15-minute closed pretty nicely. So look at that on ES. Like, it's just this next candle. Sloppy, sloppy, sloppy stuff. Sloppy stuff. Give me a nice candle, man. Give me a nice candle. Say the 4-minute. I think the 4-minute's really clean. We'll take the 4-minute, man. I'm gonna be honest. We'll take it. I'll even take this if it closes bullish. Stop at the low. It's worth the risk. See if it closes above. Give it a chance there. Closes above 50% org. Watch this next candle trade a little bit. Alright, we'll take the fill there. We shall try this long. Last trade of the day. Taking it off this inversion. We shall see. So far, immediate drawdown. In fact, this candle opened and only traded lower. But I like the narrative. 15-minute bullish. We set the low. Playing out the idea that this low should not be taken if we're going to take out these highs. It's sloppy, but let's give it a chance. If not, well, 2 losses today. It is what it is. Is there a 5-minute in there? Yeah, we'll just straight to the 5-minute. And we'll see. I mean, listen, if it's bullish, it should go up now. If it's not bullish, it won't go up. Feel pretty good. Risk to reward on a trade like this. Remember, the idea of this trade is ES likely to respect its 15-minute bullish fair value gap. And since we shifted by putting in a low here inside that 15-minute, means likely we shouldn't move any lower. 15-minute OB New York Open as well. If we make a lower low here, I don't think we'd move higher at that point. So I really like to stop at the low here. I guess let's see. Like we may be wrong, but let's give it a chance. Just give me one more chance. Getting back to the 15-minute order block. Getting somewhat close-ish to our stop. 8 points away. Literally bottom tick this long. Or top tick this. We top tick this, whatever. Like immediate drawdown right after entry. Yeah, bearish for value gap on the S&P. See if he wants to inverse that. Not much more to do. Just simply wait. See if the low's protected or not. Price can get above here. I'd view that as a bullish order block. And might I say, that would be very nice. Right at the 50%. Screw the 50% level, man. If we can get above there. Doesn't look like it right now, but I mean, we'll see if that low is protected. 1050 macro now. We've been consolidating, so hopefully something can happen. There's a small SMT here. Don't think it's too significant, but we shall see. Stops at, let me make sure the stop's correct here. 49.25. I mean, on TradeAway it's a little bit different, but whatever. What could we be retracing for? I mean, if it's bullish, it really shouldn't be. I mean, if it's bearish, it really shouldn't be. Oh, there's a 10-minute there. I mean, maybe. Who knows? We'll see. There's a 10-minute bearish fair value gap right here. But, I mean, like I said, either the low's protected inside that 15 or it's not. And I'm willing to put the risk behind to find out. So, see if we can get back above this fair value gap. Giving us a chance to potentially mitigate losses, but still willing to hold on. If we close above here, I'll bring the stop to here. Here. That's about the only management we can do at this point in time. We're entering inside that 10-minute city. I'll annotate it. It's kind of sloppy. I'm not really going to annotate it, to be honest. So now I can bring the stop here to 256.25. So just reducing my risk a little bit. Makes it a little bit easier to hold. Because this is a bullish order block. We'll see if we can get the flush towards the high. External draw. And that's it. Or do we fail here? We could fail here. 10-minute bearish fair value gap. Right there. So I want to see us be bullish above this line that I'm drawing right now. If we can get above this line and start trading higher, that's a good sign. If not, well, we get stopped out for 80%. Gonna remove some of these annotations. Keep it a little bit cleaner. I like to be precise with my stops. 257.25 is where my stop loss should be. Wait, no, it should be right at 57. Okay, seeing a retracement. It's fine. Nothing really to retrace to besides the bullish order block. You see that inversion there? Maybe the 4 minutes cleaner, like we talked about. 2, 3, 5. Sure, the 5 minute. Whatever you want to use, doesn't matter. Simply waiting. Pretty slow, unfortunately. Feels like we ran out of juice. But it is what it is. If we get above here, I'll be just taking on one of my alpha accounts TP for just a $200 winning day. because I think that'll be a payout. Oh man, this slow. It's been like pretty volatile the entire day, except now that we entered. It's like see some speed, you know? Let's get above like this inversion here. Or get above this city here. Oh man, this is a slow one. It's a slow one. 11 a.m. open. Hopefully we see some juice. I don't know if they're talking at Jackson's Hole right now, but if they want to say something, that would just get this trade going. Nowhere to reduce my stop, by the way, so we have to keep it where it is until we form another protraction model, which we have not yet. You look tired? No, not tired. It's just slow. It's kind of boring. I'm afraid of new 1 hour candle. Never be afraid. What are you afraid of? You have a stop loss. Stop loss should protect you from anything bad happening. What are your fib levels? I don't have a fib run on this trade. My fib levels are the same. Any fib levels. Fibonacci retracement you're talking about? A to enter a trade at the end of the candle? Yes, but it just depends how you view it. Because to me, 10:30 right here opened and did this. 10:30 opened down, did this. It's most likely to take this high. Trying to work, so I missed your entry. I'm sure you have to explain it as you do. If you wouldn't mind, we'd run over your thought for your entry again. Very simple. Look at my second chart here. I'm going to switch over to the 15-minute chart. It's going to look really clear once I do. See that 15-minute bullish fair value gap on the S&P? We trade all the way through it and then bounce. That's the entry. Pretty much simple. I trust the low because it doesn't need to go any lower than this point. If it does, it's probably not bullish. And we still may not be bullish. This could be a retracement. I don't know. We'll find out. But that's the premise of the trade. 1050 macro, expect expansion. Continuation from here. My Fibonacci. Sure, I can show you my levels. Listen closely. 6.18. 7.05. 7.786. So 618, 705, 786. And then you have your extensions. 0.27, 0.68, 1, 2, 3. If you want to. Trying to work, so I missed. It's fine. I want to see us get above this imbalance, obviously. I mean, if you're bearish, you'd be looking at it this way, right? Do you use ICT's concepts? Yes. How long have you been trading for? 2 years. You gonna take partials above this high? When was your last payout? Last week. Can you trade Fund and X on TradingView? Yes. There's no way any model could be used effectively today. That's not true. I had the wrong bias. But if you were bullish, there's a couple good models in here. Pretty clean. You ever go break even? not just randomly go break even. No, I'll move my stop again once we form another protraction model. Can you trade your funded the day after taking a payout? If they give it back to you, yeah. Once the funds are taken out. Can you take, yeah. Can you trade funded next on trading view? Yes. Do you get limited payouts on funded accounts? What do you mean limited payouts? What does that mean, limited? So if we inverse this, I can move my stop to whatever low gets put in here. I'm wondering why you don't think it's a deeper retracement no longer means price will take the highs. How do you view it? I'm wondering why you don't think a deeper retracement. You think this is a deeper retracement short? It could be. It 100% could be. And then we get stopped out. I just think it's higher probability that we take out the highs than, just probabilities. I don't actually know. I just think it's more likely for us to take out these highs. When you use Alpha's copy trader, do you put in this amount of contracts you want for all 3 accounts? Whatever you, yeah. So if I do 5, it'll replicate on 5. 5 micros for each, for example. Yep, there's a bearish breaker right here. Looks like it's probably wrong bias. Wrong draw. I'll leave the stop though. Is there anything here that we're retracing for? ES has a 3-minute gap. I mean, we'll leave it for that. We'll just follow the rules, not make any rash decisions. Keep the stop at the protraction model low. About halfway to our stop. This will be minus 1.8 R on the day if we lose. Getting pretty close. 6 points away. Yeah, I mean, I wonder we may just leave Asia highs open, I guess, because if this fails, take out this low, or we just stay range bound. It's gonna be hard to say. Previous day lows are far away. Previous day's low is far away. I'll just let it hit the stop. I'm not gonna close. You could close for less of a stop here, but I'm not in favor of doing that. Yeah, I mean, interesting price action. Just gotta move from intraday discount to intraday premium, and that's pretty much it. No higher high, no lower low. No external draw, no daily SIBI, no previous day's low. Daily chart, we're still, like, it's just a consolidation day, and that's all it is. We're stuck inside previous day's high, previous day's low, and that's it. Just a range day. Which, you know what? You can potentially anticipate a range day after seeing 2 large expansion days. Or 3. Is it 3? 1. Yeah, 2, right? 2 huge days. Kind of makes sense. The third one is going to be a range day. Range day meaning we don't take previous day's high or low. We just stay sideways, which is what we're seeing here. Which is fine. I mean, Asia high is not previous day's high, right? But this one probably stops us. Imagine this is some head and shoulder type of pattern. I just think we're range bound between yesterday's high and low. And then a deeper retracement for buys. Oh, why do I think if we take this low, we won't go higher? Because this low is set at the bottom of the 15-minute fair value gap. Up the short-term low there. Strong geo. Yeah, I'm actually looking for long. Thought price could go to Asia highs. Simple. You should have bad longs. Shouldn't have done anything, bro. You don't need to concern yourself. I don't use session liquidity on NASDAQ. Follow the trend. Whatever works for you, brother. Don't blame price action. I mean, we had 2 large expansion days. We get an inside day. Don't even bother with the TikTok chat, guys. What did they say? Let's see. There we get stopped out. So I guess we'll see. I mean, I don't know if this means we'll get to previous day's low. I think we may just stay inside this range for some time. It's pretty hard to say. It's pretty unclear now to me. GatieTrades, I don't really care what you're trying to say, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I don't need your advice. TikTok full of scammers, fake profile, daily low. It's possible. I guess it is possible. How many trades can you place during a day? I don't really have a limit, but usually 2 losses and I'm done. I don't know. Hits midnight open and reverses. Yeah, I mean, you can't really complain. I mean, our original bias, this doesn't get taken. We came really close. We closed really bullish. I'm pretty surprised we didn't take out Asia highs, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Unprofitable people always got the most to say. Yes, yes they do. Non-day trade is giving some. It is what it is. It has a 70% win rate, but bro, don't listen. I don't care what people say, bro. We just requested payouts last week. Pretty close to another one. Don't worry about these people. Low probability that we did not take Asia. We're down 1.8 R on all accounts. TBH Pro flat trading is affecting your mental. Just stop. No, I'm chilling, bro. I'll trade PM session. We'll look to recoup at least 1 R from the PM session, and we'll just go from there, you know. Got caught in the morning short 10 a.m. really surprised me. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. If this is like going really fast, it could move down to previous day's low, I guess. It's possible. I mean, if we make a lower low here, I wouldn't be surprised. It expands when it should not, but stays in range when it should expand. Probability speaking, yes. Technically, it shouldn't or should do anything. What advice can you give me for the start? I made 200 last night. How'd you make 200? If you need advice. My advice to you, if making 200 works, do it again, bro. Pretty simple, no? Just do what you did again. Easy longs. I personally wouldn't long this now. Look, everyone's gonna say everything's clear in hindsight, but it really is not that clear in hindsight. It's a seek and destroy day. It's a range bound day. Previous day's high, previous day's low. We're working 50% of the range. And yeah, we went a little bit higher. You could have taken shorts, taken slight profits. You could have taken longs, taken partial profits. But we have not run any external liquidity pools. Jackson Hole always does this? No, not always, but probability speaking. Probability speaking. At the top, you have S&T. Why are you long? Why are you long? Because I was bullish, bro. Why else? Why else would anyone long? Bro, I lost all my accounts. I'm back to zero. If you were me, what would you do? Get a new account, bro. That's exactly what I would do. Straight up. Just get a new account. How long did it take you to build this mentality? I believe my psych is what's holding me back. What mentality? I mean, we're still up on the week, so it makes it really easy. That's one thing. Two, it's just probabilities, man. Just probabilities. Hi, Gotti. What's up, bro? I think this low will get taken. It's out of my window, but you could take a protraction model. How much you lose per trade? 1%. I'm not risking 1%. I'm risking 125 on a funded. Well, on Apex 250, and on Alpha 0.25. Told you yesterday I only have till 26, lost 800 after PKing Alpha board Friday and Monday on Apex. That happens. I passed an account and about to lose. I passed an account and about to lose it. Any tips? You gotta keep trading your system, bro. Daddy's nonchalant. You get used to it, bro. Especially when you have to deal with TikTok chat. Even YouTube chat's getting toxic nowadays. I tell you guys, like, people will watch my streams. I win, they say nothing. They say nothing. The moment I lose, the chat gets flooded with the hindsight Harrys and the market makers of the world. Like, they're gonna ignore the fact that we were on a 4 or like 5-day win streak. They're gonna ignore the fact we requested payouts last week. We take a loss. Bro, why would you take that trade? I don't link them with TradingView. Please don't spam. I don't link them with TradingView. I link them on AlphaTix and Tradeovate. I don't link them with TradingView. I watch you live every morning. See, yeah. I mean, some people come every morning. They know. They know that as soon as we lose, these guys are ready to pounce. Anyway, it's not a big deal. I'm 17. I'm about to pass my first season. I gotta trade this one for funded like 6 months until my B-day. Yeah, I guess you have to wait, bro. To be honest, you take trade. We took 2 trades, both lost. This one's basically a full loss too. But let's put it in the journal. First short. We had strong draws, you know, and none of those draws were met. And those are the days we're gonna lose, you know. They were pretty strong draws. Protraction short, protraction long. And we're range bound, you know? It is what it is. If we're range bound, the model loses probabilities by a lot, you know? And that's simply it. If we're range bound, my models lose probability significantly. Why are you trading in August? Why are you watching me trade in August? Isn't that worse? Maybe it's better. Who knows? With different platform, can we link which platform? Use TradeSyncer. All right, let's put it in the journal. Thursday, August 21st. AM session. Trade 1. Protraction model short. Oh shit. So this is how I journal. Protraction model short. What did I enter off of? It was short-term high, M1 IPG, previous day low, drawn liquidity. This one was inside the 950 macro, so we'll put that in there. Trade and then result loss. Trade 2. Protraction model long. M15 FEG. M1 IFEG. Asia high equal highs DOL. 1050 macro this time. Result was also a loss. Notes. Really solid trades. I would take them both again. Take them both again. It's a range bound day. Stuck between previous day high, previous day low. Unclear order flow. No, I'm not going to say unclear order flow. But we're stuck between previous day's high, previous day's low. Reduces model probability significantly. There was no reason to expect a range bound day today because of the economic calendar. So it's just a probability thing. That's it. Simple journal. The executions are posted there. After how much time you got your first payout? It took me 3 months for my first one. I appreciate you, bro. Bro, why are you spamming the chat? If you spam one more time, you're gonna get muted, bro. You don't have to ask it 7 times. You can just ask 1 time. How long you been trading for? It's been 2 years for me, brother. Who are you? Just a regular guy, bro. How much time did you study prior? 3 months. You risk 0.25 so you don't lose on the... So you don't lose the profit or low. You risk 0.25, so don't lose the account, even the profits are low. Yeah, I mean, I'm copy trading multiple accounts, right? So profits aren't that low. Are you going to place another trade? Not in the morning. I will trade PM. Have you been consistent with payouts in the first one? I mean, pretty consistent. I don't get payouts every month. But recently they've been pretty consistent. I have some break-even months. I have some losing months. But we've been consistently making more than we put in. So that's what matters most, I guess. What's wrong with August? It's just typically more range-bound days because of summer. What was your main motivation, which can get you results in 3 months? It's not motivation, bro. We just got to get it done, you know? I don't have another choice. How many accounts you have across all platforms? Currently 9. How many accounts? Not the account, but number of accounts. Currently 9. What was your main motivation, which can get your results in 3 months? Yeah, and again, no motivation. Just you got to get it done, you know? I had 8, but I blew alpha. That's okay, bro. Okay. 10 months just past challenge, got funded account, but struggling. You just need to learn what you got to do to improve. Which broker do you use? Interactive brokers. Nah, are we gambling? Is that Wolf from my Discord? Today was hard to trade? No, today wasn't hard to trade. It just didn't play out, right? It was just as easy as the other days. Just didn't play out. You don't have to try to justify every single loss. A lot of these, I mean, like this trade, for example, pretty similar to the ones we won, you know, earlier this week. You don't have to try to justify it. It's just range bound. It didn't, you know, draw towards the draw very quickly. It is what it is. It's good, Rizzy. Of course, Wolf and Rizzy joined together. Y'all are in sleeping in bed together or something, bro. Give me good tip. Journal. Review your journal. The easiest way you can improve is just fix the mistakes that repeat. Every trader has mistakes that repeat. You just gotta figure out what that is for you. Start there. Yeah, we lost 2 trades today. What platform do you have the accounts on? Apex, Alpha. Not reading our chat. He's looking at YouTube. No, I'm looking at. If I'm not trading, I look at both. Isn't that clean? I mean, yeah, that is a clean order block if that's what you want to say. I don't know where it came from. There's not really significant price level for me to say that it's. Do you advise to trade with 5 micro till you get your first payout? Sometimes I trade with less, but 5 should be pretty good most of the time. Some days, if you trade 5, like it's going to be way too much. 705, I mean, sure, you can use that if that's what you use. Did you also have bullish bias? Originally, I was bearish to previous day's low. After seeing this order flow, I switched my bias to bullish targeting Asia highs. That failed as well. What strategy? I'm on my own strategy. Power of 3. What's the best private broker to use? It depends what you're looking for. TradeAbate's a pretty good one. We're just ranging. We are just ranging. Before I was calm with trading, but nowadays I don't know what happened. Losing month? Yeah, losing months hurt. I mean, I had losing months. You just got to get over it. You know. Giveaway is gonna be end of August, Jonah. Ninja Trader is good too. Just took my first trade on Alpha Futures, hit 2 RTP. Nice, bro. Are you trading tomorrow? Yeah, I'm trading tomorrow. I'll be trading PM session today, and I'll be trading tomorrow. We're still green on the week so far. What's the name again for the broker? TradeAbate's a good one. But one thing I'm proud of, I can't quit. That's good. I don't think you should quit. What do you use to find positive trades? Confirmation of PO3 range expansion. Are top 7 take profit trader any different aside from the payouts? They're pretty different. Not that different though. I mean, you can copy them. Eddie, can you explain why candles go fast, not slowly, like every move? Can you explain why candles go fast, not slowly, like every move? I don't understand your question. I don't use TradeSyncer. I copy trade Apex on TradeAway, and I copy trade Alpha on AlphaTix. No, I won't go live for PM session. Enough trolling for one day. PM session model. Too many people are gonna hate. I'd rather just make my 1R in peace. Gaddy, yesterday I tried to buy 3 accounts with your code, but I can only buy 1. DM me on Discord and I'll add you to the giveaway, brother. Yep, took 2 losses. What's the win rate of PM session model? In backtest, it's 70. Right now in live market, I'm fluctuating at like 85. Pretty high 80s. We've just been taking really good ones, selecting the right ones, you know? I know how to do it. If I learn 6 months and I prove myself, of course you can do it, bro. What's your PM session model? Just 1 hour protraction? 1 hour protraction only using imbalances. And I recently developed a stage 2 variation. Yo, but do you have any tutorials for beginners how to trade? No, I don't have any beginner tutorials. I would watch beginner tutorials and then come back to me after if you want to learn from me. But you don't have to learn from me. There's like 1,000 people you can learn from. You trade firms? Yeah. Yeah, I started learning to trade at 13. Now I'm 17. I'm getting frustrated. I have to wait 1 more year. I mean, if you have to wait, you have to wait, bro. What more can you do? You could put $200 into a TradeAway account, trade 1 micro S&P contract. 2 losses today? Yeah, 2 losses. We lost 1.8 R across all accounts. Yeah, I started learning. Yeah. What's your PM session? Yeah, pretty much. ICT on YouTube is a good place to go. calm? Yeah, it is pretty calm. Happens. See you tomorrow. I'm broke. Can you explain news? How you should trade news? Which days to avoid? Don't trade the morning of FOMC. Don't trade the day before NFP. Don't trade while Fed chair is speaking. Why do you risk less? I wouldn't say I risk less. I would argue that everyone just risks more. I'm just a slow and steady trader. I don't like to risk a lot. What's your Apex risk plan? On Apex, I risk 250 until I get buffer, and then I would drop it. What's the most important confluence you use? Number one most important confluence. You're talking about like confluence, not a like my actual model. Like the most important part of my reversal is the CISD, you know? But that's not really a confluence. That's like a criteria. Like that's not something supporting my trade. If there's no CISD, there's no trade on a reversal, you know? So it's just like not like it's kind of hard to answer. Y'all think Jackson Red folder news why market stopped dipping like Monday and Tuesday? I took a loss on both these inversions. Going long after every shimmer stopped out is goated printing. Whatever works for you, bro. Did you receive that payout? Not sure which one you're talking about, but yes. Thank you. Have a good day learning some pieces. Got you, bro. Will you trade PM? Yes, I will trade PM session today. Are you trading tomorrow when Powell speaks? I will trade once it looks like the market is settling down after he speaks. We can pull up the stream together tomorrow. 2 losses. See you later. See you, brother. We lost about 500 today. On Apex, 450 across accounts. On Alpha, 250. Are you trading just liquidity sweep and IFG, no other confluences? No, that's not my model at all. What time are you going live? I'm not going to go live for PM. Did you receive that payout? I don't know which payout you're talking about. There's been a lot of payouts, but yes, I've gotten the payout. So I don't know which one you're talking about, but it hit my bank account, yes. Then what's your model? If you want to learn my model, it's all on YouTube. Top set payouts? Like 5 or 6. Traded so great yesterday, I decided I got my risk today, got railed. You'd up your risk today? It's not a good idea. It's not a good idea to up your risk. A couple days ago? Oh yeah, those. If I ever request alpha futures, just know it hit the bank account in 24 hours, bro. Nope, they weren't on the same account. I've actually never gotten top step pay. Only one time I've ever gotten 2 payouts on the same top step account. What do you use to edit videos? I use CapCut. It's free, pretty good. Actually, I think I pay for premium, but the free one's pretty good too. When I do become profitable, I don't know. Hard to say. I still have a long way to go. I feel like I've always been profitable, to be honest. But I'm always improving. I've gotten my most amount of payouts this year, so I guess you can say this year. But last year we were also in profit. It's hard to say. I mean, it's really hard to tell if you're profitable with prop firms, unless you're like. I feel like being profitable on a live account is different than being profitable in prop firms, because you can just take advantage of the prop firm system and still be profitable. So I guess ask me at the end of 2026. 1645 due to saying you took that buy trade. 47 is when I entered long. I upped my contract size on this eval to pass within 1 month. I think upping your size on an eval is a pretty good idea. You got to study your losses or study the trade. Listen, the easiest thing you can do, I'll say this and then I'll leave. Okay, first let me answer Isaac's question. I took my first trade on a 50 core mark and the future made $200. How do I know how much I'm risking, like with my stop loss? You got to calculate it, bro. So say your stops, whatever trade you take. Let's say you put the P&L tool, and this is your trade, whatever, random. Let's just say this. Right here, it says your stop loss, 38 points. 38 points, multiply that by 2, that's, what, 76 points? 77 points? So $77 is per micro. That's how much you're risking. You have to calculate. Yeah, 2 losses today. So someone asked, the easiest way to improve. I'll say this and then I'll head out. The easiest way to improve. Journal all your trades and find the mistakes that you repeat. Because every trader has mistakes that they repeat. The same mistakes repeat again and again and again. Whatever that mistake is, maybe you have a couple. Fix those ones first. Those are the easiest ones because you're literally repeating the same mistake over and over again. Once you get rid of those repeatable silly mistakes, then you got to start doing a deep dive. Risk to reward, entry, trade duration, profits, stop loss, risk management, money management, quantity, risk to reward, etc., etc. How do I overcome hesitating when I'm about to place a trade? I get emotional and FOMO today and lost. The biggest thing that's going to help is repetition. How do you overcome hesitating? It's fear. What you should do, Dre, straight up, watch my most recent YouTube video that's on fear. Go watch that video. Thanks, man. You always give out great knowledge. Appreciate you, bro. Also lost today on FOMO. I would recommend you guys watch my video on fear. Not that I'm no psychologist, but I think I know enough to help some people improve. I have a pretty good video on fear. Well, boys, I appreciate you guys coming through. 2 losses today. What I'm going to put in my journal is that simply, 2 pretty good trades. We were wrong about the expansion that we were looking for today. We wanted expansion, and there was not really expansion. Obviously, this is some form of expansion, but I mean, we got pretty close. 20 points, stage of highs. Can you tell me your approach for today's PM? Ask me in general chat at 145/155. It's usually a last second. Like, I need as much information as possible. I'll simply pick a direction and take the first 1 hour APM model that forms. There's no way I could tell you now. Depends. I mean, if we have bearish order flow and it looks like we may expand in the PM session. I mean, right now we're, haven't done much on the day, but we'll see. Before we go, let's check the stock positions. Although it doesn't matter, I'm just simply curious. Not bad. Not bad. I want to really become a stock whale. I want to become a huge stock investor. I plan to copy trade 5 passive accounts for the first week with 5 macros to pass all of them and do the same thing for 2 more weeks for payouts. Yeah, sounds like you got a good plan, bro. Just stick to it now. Sounds like you got a good plan, my friend. Would I be able to chat with you in Discord if I join that Alpha Futures firm? Sure. You can message me on Discord. Yeah, you can just drag it on. But yeah, you're going to have to calculate it, Isaac, unfortunately. I've been trading YM. It's a lot cleaner, in my opinion. Did YM reach any of our objectives today? I don't know if that counts because it's not what the daily YM is doing its own thing. I mean, YM. Nothing crazy. It's pretty similar. But yeah, I mean, whatever works for you, bro. Have you ever got a 7 losing streak? My longest losing streak ever is 7. But there was a time where I lost 5, won 1, and then lost 4. So that's a pretty long losing streak too. But my longest ever losing streak is 7. In actual markets, not in backtest. In backtest, I've lost more. I've lost like 9 at one point in backtest. But still ended the month green though. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Were you able to chat with you? Yeah. But yeah, 7 losing streaks. I don't think that's pretty rare. I mean, depends how much you'd be risking though. My frequency is pretty high. If you don't trade that much, 7 is, come on. I don't only trade A+ setups. Would you recommend take profit trader or top step? If I had to pick between the two, If it is your first ever payouts, I would go top step. If it's not your first ever, I'd go take profit. Take profit's harder to get payout, but it's better once you get there. Risk management's great. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately today we didn't really get to manage my risk that much. We didn't lose 2R. We lost 1.8 or like 1.75. Well, boys, I appreciate you guys coming through. I will see you guys live tomorrow. Stay tuned to Discord if you want to trade PM session. We're still on the PM session win streak. Not that that matters, but you know, we'll try to recoup some of the loss. Maybe we get a stage 2 model today if we're lucky, and we can get like 1.7R. That way we can be break even on the day, but I'm not gonna force it. We'll look for the 1R model. No, I don't trade potatoes. And I'll see you guys in the Discord. No clear draw right now, so we're just gonna come back after lunch and see what's clear. First time in here. What's up, brother? Nice to meet you. I'm not gonna lie, you came at the worst time. I'm about to go make some breakfast, go for a swim, chill in the hot tub. But next time, bro. Peace out. Appreciate you guys. Stay safe.